Hello, this is Oldmanpoole. Welcome to match 2. We have a pretty reasonable hand here with Festering Mummy into Binding Mummy into Blighted Bat, hopefully. My opponent chose to play first. We're going to keep this. Alright, well now that we're down here with the dregs, maybe we'll get to see some sweeter decks too. Anyone can lose to red-white. But it's truly something special when you lose to the Bounty of the Luxid and to Approach of the Second Sun deck. Alright, nothing from my opponent. Alright, we do need to hit a second land or we start feeling kind of embarrassed, but... we do have a couple of creatures. If we hit a land, we get to continue our curve out. I think we'd actually be okay going land, land, land for the next 3 turns, but we do have to find them. So if we don't hit anything, we probably swing and use Mighty Leap. Okay, do find a land, so we're just going to play the Blighted Bat, tap them down, and get in for a couple more points of damage. Here I am talking about how sweet my opponent's deck might be, and we're just doing the same thing the red-white deck did before. Playing aggressive, not super entertaining Magic, but that's okay. Gotta get our win somehow. Okay, and even if we don't hit a couple more lands, Vizier, Deferment, the Mighty Leap kind of keep us in it for a little bit. What you got here? Giant Spider. That's a good one. Makes my bat sad. So we could play Sparring Mummy, get in with the bat. Yeah, I guess that's probably the play here. Seems not terrible. Sure, we'll untap the Mighty Mummy. Yes, we would. Alright, get in with our bat here. This one's got a couple of good blockers in play. Definitely in a reasonable position to hold us back. If we find Catcher's Name, I think we're in a great spot. Another Giant Spider. Okay. Those are definitely not easy to make our way past. I think we probably swing with the Sparring Mummy. If he double blocks, we can use Vizier to save it. If he single blocks, we can use Mighty Leap. I guess if he doesn't block at all, we get Supply Caravan, but that seems kind of unlikely. So maybe what we should do is we should attack with Bat and the Sparring Mummy, and if he double blocks somewhere, we could save it. Okay, that seems okay. Between the two of these. If that's the case, should we attack with more? If we attack with those already, he blocks, 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 and then we feel kind of bad. I guess not terribly bad. Still has to double block to get around some stuff. Because we can use the Mighty Leap and win one combat with the spiders. I assume he blocks the Sparring Mummy. If he double blocks there, we save it and pump that. Kind of like just attacking with everything, actually. I convinced myself. I feel like no matter how he blocks, I've got some reasonable recourse here. And this is super intimidating for my opponent because he looks at the board and is like, there's no way he just makes these free attacks. So maybe he thinks he's got to play around like, Catcher's Name. In which case he double blocks somewhere. It's maybe not the best. Something like that. Okay. So here I think we Mighty Leap, the Blighted Bat. Actually, I guess the attack doesn't really matter. So we lose our Festering Mummy, kind of. Yeah, we're gonna Mighty Leap the Bat. No, actually, I guess he has a plus effect. Is there anything in white that really makes us feel bad? I guess we want to save the mummy more, so we'll plus the bat. And give him double flying. And we'll play the Vizier. Bounce the Blinding Mummy. Yes, I would. And we're going to lose our Festering Mummy, but we can put a -1/-1 on the other spider. Can't quite kill the Kudu, otherwise we would. Yes. Okay. So I think my opponent blocked about as well as he could. He didn't get greedy against the Sparring Mummy. I think that was a reasonable attack. But my opponent did a good job of blocking it as well. No attacks, nothing. That's Spidery Grasp? Then I guess we send with the Sparring Mummy and offer to trade for one or the other. Are we okay trading the Vizier off for an extra supply caravan token? That seems not great. Yeah, okay. We'll just attack with the Sparring Mummy here. And probably play a supply caravan either way. Impeccable timing. Okay. Fine. Yeah, we're gonna play the caravan. Pass back to my opponent. Having another creature out is really good if we hit our catcher's name, which is really how the deck wins, I'm pretty sure. This is also a 3/5 he's not real good at blocking, at least right now. Okay. Interesting. I'm a little surprised he did that. He must have the Shed Weakness card, I'd imagine. He's hoping to get my bat. Otherwise, there's no way he plays like that. So I think we're going to play Festering Mummy. We're going to tap down the bigger of the two Kudus and swing with the Supply Caravan? Or we can just tap down the spider and get in for 2. Opponent's definitely got something here. And I think it is the Shed Weakness. So I guess if we swing with the caravan, it's not great for us. Because he makes this bigger, at the very least. Alright, double blocks, we trade down. So I think I'm just gonna get in with our bat. And allow the inevitability of Binding Mummy to hopefully get us there. Can't have Spidery Grasp. MVP Bat. This is basically our version of Glorybringer. Bitterblade Warrior's fine. Okay. Doom Dissenter is not the end of the world. But we can't, unfortunately, get in on our opponent either. So we'll just pass back. So we're well and truly in a board stall here. My opponent doesn't have a great recourse to get in damage either, though. And I feel like we've got not a terrible amount of inevitability. Anytime we find a zombie, we get to get in for a couple points of damage. Eventually, catcher's name will look pretty good for us. Interesting. Well, I'm definitely going to block with the Doomed Center. The question is whether I want to trade with the Festering Mummy as well. And the Mummy comes into play, we get to tap down the Giant Spider. I don't think we actually want to use the Festering Mummy right now. Alright, yeah, we'll just block like that. So my opponent eats through a Doomed Center, which he's going to have to do at some point if he wants to win, but we get a little bit of value as well. Punch in with our bat. Still don't really like any other attacks. And hope he doesn't have... No, impeccable timing. Okay. Now we're going to run into that at some point anyway. Alright, and here we sit. We have one more flyer in the deck. We have the Angel. It's interesting. Yes, I think that we block something like this. I guess if he's got the +2/+2, it kind of feels bad. Maybe something like that even. In which case, might as well get the Vizier in there. What could he have? One combat trick is probably as much as we really care to play around. That makes it a 5/6. Right now it's still trading with a couple of cards. One of them is our Mummy, which isn't the worst thing either. Alright, we're just gonna block like that. See what he's got. Okay, does something like that. Impeccable timing. Okay. So he ends up playing Supply Caravan and the Binding Mummy, or the Mummy. We kind of trade 2 for 2. Feels okay. And we get a -1/-1 counter somewhere. I think we were going to put it on the Warrior rather than the Vitalist. We can put it on the Giant Spider and hope to find another. Yeah, it's so bad if he's got Shadow Weakness though. I like spreading him out. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't warp my play around it, but the fact that he put the counters on the Spider just screamed Shed Weakness to me. Wow, this is Henri Kudu.deck. I guess that's only the third. Feels like I've spent a lot. That Giant Spider is getting close to dead. Well, we've hit a lot of lands in a row here, unfortunately. We are going to start running out of blockers. Imagine he swings with the Kudu and the Bitterblade Warrior here, probably. I don't really like blocking that. I think we're just going to take 5. If we find a zombie, we have a reasonable attack. Dustwalker, alright. Yeah, it uses Those Who Serve, which is nice. Alright, we're going to tap down the Kudu, I guess maybe the Spider. No, we're going to tap down the Kudu. So we're going to run into the Shadow Weakness here. Yes, we would. But I think we're going to end up having to hit it at some point here. Why not now? My opponent's going to block and be like, yes! Finally, I have you. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Vizier. Oh, okay. That's not quite what I expected. Still not bad. He kind of just gets to reset here. Take my opponent down to 7. Maybe this deck should be running 16 lands. Problem is I'm not really sure what we bring in otherwise. We didn't hit a massive amount of playables. Tapping and not Vitalist is not great. Quarry Hauler. Yeah, we definitely lose the grind game against the green -1/-1 counters. It's funny that these paired with white. For as much as the theme as he has, it seems like he couldn't get away with that, but certainly is. Yeah, okay, I do like me a Winged Shepherd. Helps stabilize us or helps get in damage. With Giant Spider, we just need a couple more Binding Mummy triggers and we get there. Seems reasonable. We have no good attacks here, so we're just going to play it. Man, maybe this deck should be playing 16 lands. Maybe we can find something we'd rather do. Maybe we bring in whatever the artifact enchantment removal spell is. We okay blocking this? I think our best chance to victory is playing a couple more zombies with Winged Shepherd. So I think we actually maybe want to conserve our life. I think I am going to double block. If he's got a combat trick, it's going to be bad for us down the line anyway. I think we do something like that. Yeah, maybe we should put the zombie in there too. That may have been better. Because even through a combat trick, we're not terribly off. And I think I'd actually be okay with him killing a couple of creatures as opposed to just one. Ugh. We need to hit something there. So we're kind of getting close to dead. It's got a couple of 3/4s, which hit us pretty hard. At some point, he's just going to swing with the team here. Gustwalker Exert, I imagine. Yeah. Do we want to trade? I don't think so. But we are going to double block one of these here. Take 6. Kill off 1 Kudu. Pass back to my opponent. Okay, Binding Mummy is a good draw. We like drawing Binding Mummies. So we'll tap down the Giant Spider. Can we afford to attack here even? Can't come in with the Gustwalker. 2 Exert, 5 block the Kudu. Yeah. We gotta get in our damage when we can. Well, I guess obviously we can afford to attack. It's Vigilant. What was I thinking? My opponent's definitely got a bit of a better board state. We're close, though. Okay, if he just comes in with Kudu, if we draw a zombie, we tap down 2 creatures, he dies. So we probably don't want... Let's see. If we draw a zombie and we chump with this zombie. Tap, tap. He doesn't quite die. I think we're just going to take 3 here. Don't want to lose a Binding Mummy. And if we hit a zombie next turn, we win. Unless he's got a combat trick. He could have a number of things. A 4th Impeccable Timing, maybe? I think it's our best shot at winning, though. Alright, we'll go for it. And hope he's just holding a couple of lands like I am. Pray to Jesus. Oh, we got him. Woohoo! That was tight. Really close. I'm happy about the choice not to chump block. If we hadn't had a zombie there, I think we were dead in any case, whether we'd trade a Binding Mummy away or not. Ooh, barely snuck that out. That definitely felt a little bit miserly. Okay, let's see what we can sideboard in against this grindy deck. Do like Mighty Leap a fair amount. It is bad against Impeccable Timing, but it also saves us from Impeccable Timing. Cartouche seems Didn't see any targets for the Forsake. Supply Camel still seems... I haven't been able to turn it on real effectively, unfortunately. Maybe if the Binding Mummies line up, it gets better. Maybe we've just been a little bit unlucky with that. But I think we're okay cutting one. Alright, let's chip her back. This hand looks great. Festering Mummy into Binding Mummy into Binding Mummy into Elite. Seems good. My opponent mulligan down to 6, and then keeps. Puts on bottom now. Okay. There's maybe merit in holding the Festering Mummy to get taps later with the Binding Mummies, but kind of like having the attack to. My opponent's stuck on lands right off the bat. We used up a lot of our clock, often the case when we're talking away, but alright. Okay, get the Naga Vitalist. He's not in a bad spot now. We're gonna attack with both. We're not so aggressive that we use like, yeah, this is just the good attack. Ooh, it's willing to trade. That's interesting. Yeah, I feel like that's bad. So, another mummy. Next turn we play a Talk Crop Elite, start hitting pretty hard. Kudu's not bad. Yep. Very synergistic with the Vitalist. The fact this is a 1-2 has been... it makes a big difference in the format. So we could play like a Mighty Leap and try and get through damage. I think the Elite's just better though, so we'll take a turn off swinging. But if he doesn't have an answer to the Talk Crop Elite, then it starts to get pretty scary for my opponent. We can play Mighty Leap next turn to trade with Kudu. And if we get a zombie, we look pretty good. Ooh, Channeler Initiate. It's a good one. Kind of a slow tempo play, and we may be in a tempo game here, but not bad. Okay, that's a warrior as well. Seems reasonable. No Catcher's Name also is an excellent draw, as it often is. We've had it really be good to us, so I guess in one game. One game we just drew too many. Are we okay trading off a Binding Mummy? I guess we don't have to. We have a Mighty Leap. We exert the Talk Crop and swing. Yeah, that seems okay. You probably won't want to block the Festering Mummy as well. Okay, let's swing here. And we got Mighty Leap to save the Binding Mummy if it's blocked by a Kudu. Ugh, man. Talk Crop Elite is such a beating. The fact that it busts your whole team. There's a lot of good curve outs then with the Talk Crop Elite. Mighty Leap here. Take my opponent down to 8. Alright. If we draw any land, we can play Winged Shepherd. If we draw black land, we can play Never. Although I don't think we will immediately at this point. Okay, Quarry Hauler is a good one. Interesting. He wants the mana for the Channeler Initiate? Huh. I feel like I would have taken a point off there. It turns into a better blocker a lot more quickly. Like, if he takes 1 off there, then it starts blocking Binding Mummies effectively. Alright, zombies are good draws. Mighty Leap's not a bad one, but not a great one either. Play Festering Mummy, trade for Quarry Hauler. Does it seem good? Doesn't seem great. Kind of 2-for-1s us. We get a -1/-1 counter somewhere, but we put that on the Initiate, and then the Initiate just turns back on. Yeah, I think we're just gonna wait here. Has to take a turn off, feels a little bit bad when my opponent's able to play a few more spells, but I think the Mighty Leap is going to be better than that on average. So I guess we could save it very, very briefly with Mighty Leap, but Seeing Shot does kill it off there. My opponent still has to respect the double Binding Mummy, though. He can't afford to get too aggressive, or else I start smacking back in. Okay, another Kudu. Put it on the Initiate? No, just Naga Vitalist. I think it is correct to keep this at a 0/1. I was a little bit surprised that he used the Quarry Hauler the way he did. Fanbearer, it's a good one. I would have loved to pick up some Fanbearers. It's like Festering Mummy, but better. Not wild about the Vizier. Okay, well, starting to get in dire straits here. Alright, so you can tap something down. Yep, seems fine. We're going to see that they use the Vizier here to get kind of a free block in. Interesting. Still playing pretty conservatively. I'm not sure that's incorrect, but it is conservative. Okay, and we get 1 trigger off the Binding Mummy, take out the Kudu. Ooh. Not opposed to a mummy. So we play that, tap everything down, and swing for lethal, probably. Ooh, pretty good sequence there. Yeah, having 2 Binding Mummies in play is just brutal. Tap with everything. And we're going to go for it here. And we got him. Alright. Yeah, Binding Mummies are the real deal for sure. They definitely won us that last game. Did some serious work in the first one as well. Okay, so we're 1-1 heading into match 3. Try and salvage a winning record here. We'll see you guys all day.